I was rejected by a guy in the most embarrassing and humiliating way possible.
One time I did get rejected bad though.
Oh. I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything.
It bothers me because there's a reason why young men and men in general, to our earlier point, are not coming up and approaching women. They're not actively looking to date.
I look for a man who is respectful, who is also ambitious, someone that I can learn from.
And now what are some of your deal breakers?
Yeah, I might have to end up on somebody's boat again. Yeah, I just be asking for shit. Some people say no. Every no is supposed to be a yes. Look, I'm gonna ask this person if he want company. Watch. Excuse me? Can I get on? Yeah, he said no.
Something has changed. There has been a dramatic shift within the world of modern dating. And men are starting to realize their value more and more, and they're losing interest in pursuing women who are not valuable.
I'm sorry, what?
They said I like your bike.
Oh, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I do not. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering if I could get your number.
I don't really give out my number like that. Especially, I've never met you before. You got my Instagram?
I don't have Instagram.
You don't have Instagram?
No.
What, Snapchat?
I don't have that either. I don't really do the whole social media thing.
Ah, you're one of those girls.
I guess.
I don't know. I just don't give out my number like that.
Why not? You not think I'm cute?
To be honest, I don't want to be mean, but you're not really my type, no?
You're not my type.
Don't quote me on it, but
Please, it is okay to approach a Latina at the bar. It is okay.
We will talk to you.
We will talk to you. It is okay. I promise. It is okay. Please approach us. We are all one. We are begging.
We're begging.
We're on our hands and knees. Please approach us.
I'm on my knees.
Like, what the fuck? So, I spent so long getting ready to see a boy who it literally just clicked in my head that like he doesn't care because I've been putting in so much effort to see him. Just been not reciprocating that. Told me I was gonna see him today. I was supposed to see him at 6. I was supposed to see him at 4:30. And he's texting me right now. He's just avoiding the whole thing of me. So like obviously you don't care. But I took my time to get ready, did my hair, did my makeup, and I think I look really cute. So I was gonna show somebody. I took pictures and I posted them on Instagram. So that's cool, that's nice. I got my nails done today. There's little pumpkins and shit on them. That's cool. Yeah, that was it.
Just went out to meet the guy that I've been flirting with for over a month, and I showed up to this random festival that I got invited to. He's like, yeah, I'll come out. Like, I'll introduce you to all my friends and all this nonsense. I'm like, sounds great. He said, yeah, just let me know when you're here. I said, cool. And I showed up, and he stopped responding to me. And I wandered around, and I kept texting him like, this is where I am right now, having a nice time, where are you? And I keep going, and I spot him, and he's got his arms around another girl, and not in a way that has a lot of room for misinterpretation. So none of my friends are answering their phone. My mom is not answering her phone either. I haven't felt this humiliated and belittled since I was in high school. I don't know what kind of weird power play that was, but like, congrats, it worked. You want to make someone feel real bad about themselves? Congratulations. That's how you do it. I've got my hair all blown out. I was looking really good. I've got a really pretty dress on. I look amazing. I'm a catch, and I haven't felt this bad about myself in a very long time. That was rough. that's a new one. That's a new level, I'll admit.
I was rejected by a guy in the most embarrassing and humiliating way possible, but still a part of me feels like this was my fault, so I need you guys to let me know what you think. One day, I matched with this guy on Bumble who was very, very handsome. He was a documentary filmmaker, curly brown hair, profile said 6'2". At the time, I was going through an identity crisis, so I just so happened to dye my hair back to brunette, although previous to that, I was blonde. I was on this dating app, and unfortunately, I hadn't updated any of my photos to reflect the way that I looked, although the photos that I did have were just like taken 2-3 months ago. It's not like my physical appearance looked that different, it's just that my hair color was very different. So me and this guy are literally talking for 2 days, we're hitting it off, the conversation is flowing back and forth, and most of the time, guys will just waste your time and not ask you out on a date, or if they ask you out on a date, they'll ask you to like go for a walk in the park. Days after us matching, we are on a date, I meet him for the first time, he's exiting his car, and he's walking towards me, and as he's walking towards me, I could tell he has like a confused look on his face. And I've been on many dates. I've never been accused of being a catfish. I've never had somebody disappointed when they saw me in real life. In fact, I've had guys tell me that they are surprised and that I actually look better in person, that I look better than in my photos. He gives me a hug. We walk to the restaurant. We sit down. We're ordering drinks, and he's just asking him random questions, trying to make small talk, and he is just being very, very odd and standoffish. And at one point during the date, he looks at me and he says, "You look a little different than on your photos." I was like, yeah, I actually dyed my hair. I went darker. I've been a brunette in the past. Like, this is actually close to my natural hair color. And I was just tired of the blonde because it was ruining my hair. And then he tells me that he thinks that that is actually misleading and that I should have updated my dating profile photos to match how my hair looks now. So then I ask him, well, would that have changed your opinion of me? Would that have made you not want to go out on a date? And he kind of laughs and shrugs it off and says, well, you know, I do like blondes. And that just like rubbed me the wrong way. Anyway, we end up splitting some appetizers on a couple of drinks, and I end up leaving and thinking to myself, like, this is probably not going to go anywhere because that guy was super, super weird. I have no plans on texting this guy, but then I get a text from him the next evening. He sends me a whole paragraph that I never even asked for. In his paragraph, he tells me that he thinks that it's not right, that I misrepresented myself on my dating profile, and that if he's being completely 100% transparent, he is into blondes, that is his specific type, and he does not prefer brunettes. I never replied to him. I ended up blocking his number, but guys, there was a part of me that almost got my butt into my car and went to Sally Beauty Supply to get some bleach because I was so insecure at that point. When I look back on it though, did I make a mistake? Did I misrepresent myself? Did I catfish this guy? I don't know.
Women are so accustomed to men that are used to doing whatever they can just to gain their attention of women. They're so used to men going out of their way to be chivalrous. They're so used to a dating climate that is no longer in existence. They're used to men that will put aside small, petty grievances. But as we've seen with modern women today, they are not like that. This is how they treat men. So men have realized that if you are going to have standards, then why shouldn't I have standards? Why should I deal with the things that I don't want to deal with? It just so happens that there are more things that men have put up with from women than women have ever really had to put up with from men. And now the tables are turned and they are not liking this treatment.
One time I did get rejected bad though.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, I was
pretty
going
girls getting rejected.
I was going on a few dates with a guy and I thought things were going great and I was like, I really like this artist, and there was a concert in town that weekend, and he was like, great, like I'll get us tickets to go, will be so much fun. So this is like a week before the concert, and then the night before the concert, we hadn't talked in a few days, so I was just like, hey, like just checking in, making sure like we're all good to go for the concert tomorrow, like looking forward to it, so excited. And he was like, oh, I'm actually taking like another girl. That's literally what he said to me, and I was like, okay.
To the concert? He's taking another girl to the concert that you wanted to go to?
Yeah, I just got replaced, and you know, I did, it was raining out, and I got in my car, and I cried, And then I was like, you know what? That wasn't the person for me.
So I decided to like shoot my shot, and I asked a guy, and he was so nice about it too. I appreciated how honest he was about him being in a relationship, but I don't know, he was like really attractive, and I was like, I'm gonna shoot my shot as a woman. Like, you never know until you actually go out there and like do it, right? I'm sorry, it just felt like someone was staring into my car, and that felt awkward. But so he was really nice too. I love his like response. I was like, you're really handsome. Well, at first I seen him, I told him like, you're really handsome, right? Cool. And then I like ended up getting in my car because I was so nervous. And then I'm like, I had to literally talk myself into going back to talk to him. I got in the car and I'm like, bitch. Because I didn't know, I felt like maybe if I engaged, he would like, you know, like eventually like fucking just take the bait. But I went back and I seen him and I got enough courage and I was like, oh my gosh, like, would it be really weird if like I asked for your number? And then he was like, well, I'm actually talking to someone. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so honest. Like, 'cause I feel like some guys, like, he just seemed like the guy, you know. Even his response is like, I would want to be with you because you just seem like a fucking honest ass person. And he just shook my hand and he was just so like chivalrous. He was like one of those like proud, strong black kings. And I don't know why I don't know. Like, I just feel like it hit me that like, and I don't want to say never, you know, never is stupid. But I am like 25 and like every fucking I don't know, I just feel like I'm not like cut out for like relationships. It's like probably so stupid. I just I don't know. The fuck? Why can't I find my soulmate or have like this amazing partner? It just feels like it'll always be this way. And I'm just like, I don't know. The men that I do talk to, they ain't shit. You know, they only want to be with you like for sexual reasons. And it's like, I just would want to have something with somebody that is like real. And I just feel like nothing is like really real anymore. It just kind of sucks. I mean, I would do it again. I would. I think me just, you know, doing it and like facing like a fear. I don't know how guys do it. Like, it's so like scary approaching people that you don't know. But I don't know. I just guess I should be happy in general. Like, I was fine without him. I'll be fine with him. And yeah.
So I don't know why I feel the need to constantly embarrass myself on this app, but basically there was this guy and he showed up on my like Instagram explore page and I was like, oh, like that's like a really attractive guy, like he's very handsome. And I clicked on his profile and I was like, oh, like this is a really like pretty guy, like he's very good looking. And I don't normally like really pretty guys. Like looks just aren't really like, I don't care that much about looks. Like there's other things to a person besides their looks. And as I'm looking at his profile, I'm like, oh, he is in a similar industry that I'm in and we have like mutual friends and whatnot. And so I was just like, huh, what an attractive person. So then I start going out and I start seeing him more. Like I went to a bar and he was like 3 seats down from me and I was like, that's the guy from Instagram, like the really hot guy. And then I see him again and again. And when I tell you guys, I was literally at a fair in a tent for taxidermy animals, and this man was in the same tent as me. So I'm like, this is so weird. Never worked up the nerve to talk to him. I could not talk to him. I was just like, you're just way too pretty. I could never talk to you. And I don't like to pursue guys. Like, I would rather have a guy talk to me first. I'm not like about to go up to a guy and start flirting with them. So I keep seeing him and I keep seeing him. And my friends are just like, you think this guy is so hot, like you have to just like talk to him like one time. And so I think in my head I was just like, I just want to do it just to like say that I did it. So this one night I'm out with one of my friends and he was there, and I saw him like a bunch of times and I chickened out every single time. And then finally I was like, you know what, like get your head in the game, like just go up and just say something. And so I went up, and I don't know what took over my body, but I touched this man's arm. I literally touched his arm and I was like, hey, you did a great job, because he like did something. And he was like, oh, like thank you so much. And I was not trying to like flirt with him at all. I just started talking about like industry related things, and he was like, oh, like here, have my number, like text me sometime. Not like flirty, it was about like a work thing. So I text this man. I'm never listening to my friends.
Y'all, when women get rejected, oh, it's deep. I don't know what it is, but we do not handle it well. Actually, I do know what it is, and I'm going to tell you in this video. Women desire to be desired, okay? That is something you're going to see in every woman. She wants to be desired. Some people allow their desire to run them. Some people can harness their desire, but all women deep down want to be desired. And so when she's not desired or does not feel desirable, she takes that internally. I mean, it makes her sad. It can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause you to feel like you're not good enough. It can cause hopelessness. I mean, it gets very deep. Because of that, I think a lot of women don't put themselves out there. I think it boils down to one simple thing. That as women, we have to accept that looks matter. And we can fight it, we can argue it, but looks matter. And when a man's not attracted to us, it hits deep. Because most men are rejecting you because they're not attracted to you.
The reason why rejection is a lot harder for women than it is for men is simply because women are more invested at that point. See, when a man is rejected by a woman, it's usually initial. It's honestly, most of the time, an initial response. It's never something that is delayed or either on the back end of the situation or engagement. So what I'm saying is, a man finds a woman attractive, he approaches her, she says, no, get out my face. Boom, bam, it's over. There aren't many emotions that are involved that have had a time period of investment. So it's just come and go. Whereas on the other side, on the flip side, a woman that is rejected, she is more invested. She's usually been paying attention to this guy. This guy has, caught her attention, and she's observing him. And then by the time they've had some engagement with each other, their emotions are growing. Now, a lot of women that get rejected by a man, they're already sexually involved or involved one way or another. And a man that rejects that woman, she feels more invested emotion, time, psychological patterns that are now disturbed because this man has revealed what his true intention is with this woman. So men, for example, a man can be having an intercourse with a woman for quite some time that could go on for a few years, and she believes that she's going to make him marry her because they have this type of relationship, which is really a situationship. But then when it becomes apparent that this man does not have that type of agenda or intention, that can be very painful because she has more on the line to lose.
Women will always take your refusal of their advances as rejection, and they will, as a result of that, internalize that and retaliate on you. So a lot of women, what they will do is they will try to pursue a woman for like a friendship or some form of proximity or something like that. And let's say you're one of those women where you're like, I'm cool, like I ride solo, like I'm all right. Or you refuse to go out with them after work, or you refuse to go out and have margaritas with them. What they're going to do is they're going to internalize your refusal as rejection. And once they feel rejected by you, what they're going to do is now they're going to flip the script and try to villainize you or ruin your reputation. Women cannot handle rejection the same way men cannot handle rejection. Because a lot of women, you will notice this in the workplace. If there is one woman that just wants to come to work, do her job, and leave. And you guys, I'm going to work out. That's why I have this on. If you're wondering, what is she wearing? But that's why a lot of women, if you go to the workplace and you just go to work and leave and you mind your business, and they feel like you're rejecting them. Okay, it's like dealing with children. They feel like you're rejecting them because you don't want to allow them in on intimate details and personal conversations or activities of your life outside of the workplace. They see it as you are rejecting them, even though you're not. But that's how women, when you refuse a woman's advances for friendship or collaboration or whatever, they see it as you are rejecting them. And once they feel that way, they're going to get you fired as a result, right? They're going to get you fired, or they're going to say you're not a team player. And what inspired me to make this video was that video that Candy just posted, where she talked about this lady that wanted to, I guess, present clothes to Marilyn Monroe or something like that. And Marilyn Monroe declined. And as a result, that woman retaliated and went to the tabloids and said that Marilyn Monroe is not a good actor. And there are women like that who watch you, who are trying to get in your proximity, trying to get in your face, trying to get in your space with ulterior motives. And when you reject their pitch to get near you, not because it's like you have an issue with them, you're just not interested, because they had this underlying envy and jealousy towards you, and you reject their advances, they're going to go on a mass ploy to destroy your reputation. I've talked about this before. Ladies, be careful, because there are women like this out there.
Guys always think that hot women never get rejected, but actually the real thing that's going on is hot women get rejected more than the average looking woman. Because the thing is, because she's so attractive, she has a lot of people that are trying to date her and trying to woo her, whatever. So because of that, not everybody gets along with everybody. So a lot of guys that are attracted to her external appearance, they get to know her and they're like, wait, that's not actually what I want. That's not the type of person I actually want to date, because you're not for everyone. So before you start saying like beautiful women have it easy, they actually get rejected more. They have to be really fucking strong. So like, send them some love, daddy. Don't be mean.
Hey, excuse me?
Yeah.
I just want to say I think you're really cute, and I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
Fuck no.
Excuse me?
Nah, I'm good. Trust me. I don't know, you just kind of busted looking. I go for more like attractive ones.
Got it.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot they shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
Getting ghosted has to be one of the most difficult and confusing things that you can go through. I was recently ghosted by someone who I had been seeing for a few months now. They were older. I thought that they were more mature and emotionally intelligent than they clearly were, because they ghosted me. We have been pretty distant in our communication for a few days leading up to me basically saying like, hey, I can tell that something's happened. I would hope if it was something I did that you would feel comfortable enough to tell me. And they did respond to that message and basically just said, no, it's nothing you did, but let's have a conversation tomorrow or this weekend whenever you have some time. And we all know what a text like that means. So I was patient. I waited for them to come to me to talk to me and was pretty prepared for them to call things off. And then days went by and it was just crickets. So of course, as one does, I texted them, even though I shouldn't have. And basically what I said was just, hey, I can tell from the lack of this communication that things are probably over. It's fine, it's for the best, whatever. But it is pretty hurtful that you didn't care to have a conversation with me about it. And of course, I didn't get any sort of response from that text message either. I am just someone who I don't think ghosting is very considerate or very appropriate. I will honestly only do it if I feel like the person who I am ghosting or separating myself from is dangerous, or any kind of conversation with them just won't be productive. So to have someone do it to me is just really hurtful and confusing. But essentially, if someone does not think that you are worth a conversation when wanting to end things, they are definitely not someone that you want in your life anyways. So it's probably just best to forgive, forget, move on, and move forward. But if you are someone who's going through something similar, just know that you are not alone and it happens to the best of us.
Men are going their own way. It's MGTOW, baby. And this is what is happening everywhere today. Women are noticing more and more that men are actually happier by themselves or in their friend circles or social circles. Men are happier now pursuing a better lifestyle for themselves. Men are motivated to be better men, not for women, but actually for themselves. I mean, this is what women have told men for the last 2 or 3 decades now, since social media has been up and running. They've been constantly telling men, stop acting like a perv, stop trying to constantly get my attention or ask me on a date or ask me for my number, stop watching me, you know, all of these things. You've constantly told men that you don't appreciate when he buys you roses, you don't appreciate if he opens the door because you believe in equal rights. So it's actually abusive to do those chivalrous things. And men have been sitting back quietly paying attention. We also now live in a time where you can go viral for the wrong reasons when you're just simply trying to create a relationship that could possibly bloom into a marriage and family. This is the economy that we live in. And women are now revealing how they feel about those past choices that they made. What I would personally say is, you asked for this, and you have to understand that men are choosing to be better for women who deserve their attention, women who bring value to the table beyond the way they look. Because if you look like a 10 but behave like a -10, then are you really a 10? Well, that's the video. Thank you all for watching. Please click that like. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Is it a dub or is it an L? Either way, I would like to know. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.